Hello everybody, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of the My Player Career Mode. I hope you're all doing well. A bit of a different video for you today as we have the start of the European Championships with England. But before we jump into the action, we need to see how the rest of the leagues played out and see who won what, so we know who we could potentially be seeing in the Champions League with our Manchester United team later on this season. As I scroll through these pretty quickly, you can see who is winning. There is some surprise winners in there as well. Rangers won the Scottish Premiership, finishing unbeaten. If we take a look as well at La Liga, our former club in Atletico finished second behind Barcelona. They did the same thing in the Champions League, 105 points, and they didn't win the title. Feels bad, man. But our European Championship group has been drawn. We've got Wales, Ireland, and the Netherlands, so you will see all three of those games here today, and then we'll see where that brings us. Maybe we'll even get into some knockout rounds if we make it through the group. But that is the bare minimum. We've got to make it through. Otherwise, it will be a massive disappointment. Everybody would expect us to at least get through this group, if not go on to try and win the entire thing. So as we started things off against Wales, 13 minutes in, I was happy to get on the score sheet. Finding our way through, firing it back across the goalkeeper into that far corner. And we should realistically, I'd say, top the group. The Netherlands have got a good team. They're not a bad side. They've got some very, very good players. Frenkie de Jong, of course. We played against him a few times at Barcelona when we were at Atletico. So we know all about the quality he's got. But yeah, they've got a good squad. So I'd be looking at that and saying it's us and them to be the teams going through. But don't, count out the other two. Wales, they've got a few real game changers, as to do Ireland as well, so we'll see what it brings. But at this point, we were 1-1 in the game. Dan James has got the equalising goal. He was running rampant in the game as well. He was really the threat that Wales had in their locker. And, of course, we play with him at Manchester United, so we know what he can do. So to be 1-1 in the game, I was quite frustrated. But Harry Kane decided to step up, my friends, and give us a 2-1 advantage with about 23 minutes to play. So up until this point, it was looking like a pretty disappointing day, but we were able to, I guess, take the game from this point forward. Should have been 3-1 up. I missed this, and I've got no idea what I did to do that. Like, the goal was just gaping, and I sent it wide. Didn't even hit the target, so mightily disappointed in myself for that, I have to admit. But we did go 3-1 in front. A lovely finish in the end from Phil Foden at this at the back post there, as he found the bottom corner. And, yeah, pretty much sunk Wales in any hopes they had of getting a result here. But up until that, you saw it. Dan James had a chance when it was 1-1, and without Jordan Pickford making the save, if that had gone in, who knows what this game would have brought. But a winning start to the Euros for us, and then after that, it was Ireland. So that was our second game, which means we will have to wait until the final group stage game against the Netherlands to play against them and see how the group looks at that stage. And I will say, all three of the group stage games you're likely to see today are all in post-com. But we will move forward into the next bit of the episode after that. So stay tuned for a live game later on. And again, we had the lead up against Ireland, but they were back on level terms. Connolly was able to find the finish, and a fine finish it was. No chance. Absolutely no chance for Jordan Pickford. A quality strike, and Ireland were back on level terms, much like Wales managed against us. But much like Wales, they couldn't keep us quiet for long. Half an hour gone. Rashford gets in front of his defender. We fire the ball into that near post. And a calm finish restores England's lead back to 2-1. So, yeah, Ireland were looking to maybe spoil the party a little bit, but they just didn't have enough when it came to defending, as Rashford got his second of the game before half-time. And much quicker than it was against Wales, we were once again 3-1 in front. But we had a chance for number 4. Breaking away from an Ireland corner, and not great defending from them. You saw it there. We just basically ran all the way through, and similar finish into game number 1, as once again back across the goalkeeper, making it 4-1 England. And that was the full-time result. So 2 wins from 2, 7 goals scored, 2 conceded already. We were in good form heading into the game against the Netherlands, and this was to top the group. Whoever won here would take top spots in our group. So we wanted to really make that ours and stake a claim as to why we should have. But we should have been 1-0 down. But for a phenomenal save from Jordan Pickford. And in the second half, we decided to start creating some chances. Half an hour to go, we got in down the right-hand side, very nearly taken out there. Putting it back for Harry Kane to have a shot, which Zoet was able to make the save. But then we piled on the pressure and really went for it. And this here, I don't know what the goal was disallowed for, if I'm being honest with you. It might have been offside. It might have been a foul. Apparently, it's for the foul on Van Dijk. But I also got an achievement for a 250th standing tackle. So I thought that meant I won the ball cleanly. But yeah, the ball was in the net. It wasn't given. And we had to try and find the breakthrough once again. Thought we got it. That's just some nice skill. Allowed us to get into the area before hitting the woodwork. And we did get our reward. 5 minutes left. 1-2 exchange with Sterling allowed us to get the shot away. It wasn't my finest effort in the world, but the ball was palmed back out. And there was Jadon Sancho to head it into the empty net. So England 1, Netherlands 0. It meant we topped the group and we move into the quarterfinals of the Euros. And that game comes up next for you to enjoy. So sit back and relax. So for the draw then of the European Championship quarterfinals, we have got Italy. France and Czech Republic have already been played. In fact, all of the games have already been played in the other ties. So France have got through, Germany have got through, and so too have Portugal. So we face Italy. If we get through, it's one of those three. And I've probably already said this, depending on how this game goes, you are likely to see all the way to the semi-final if we can get through against Italy. If we can't, then we will not be, well, you'll not be seeing it, won't you? But, yeah, I don't know what to think of this. It's been a good group stage. We topped it. But have we got enough to be able to go all the way and win the entire competition? That remains to be seen. We've got an incredible side. You can see it there on your screen, just how good this England 11 is. We're actually the highest rated player in the England team as well. So a lot of pressure on our shoulders. Let's see if we can deliver. Tonali's ball through. We'll find Moise Kean across the face of goal. And there is the first goal of this quarter-final. Scored by Stefan El Shaarawy. I mean, it's come from absolutely nothing. It's a turn, it's a ball through. Moise Kean, lovely move to get him behind. Oh, it should have been saved. Pickford. Should have saved it. We're 1-0 down. Literally, we've just started as well. It's not even a good shot. It should be saved. 100%. Well. This is going to be an interesting little battle for us then, because I'm looking at Italy's team. They've got some really high-quality players in their 11, including a few good young players too. But they're playing like a 4-5-1, and when they haven't got the ball, they sit with everybody apart from Moise Kean behind it. So to break them down, they are renowned for defending. We'll see if we can do just that. Otherwise, we're going to lose this game by a 1-0. There's still a lot of time though, so let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. As Raheem Sterling on this left-hand side, lovely fake shot. Will find us in a little pocket of space, trying to work it to be able to put the cross in. Feel like he should have just put the cross in himself. But we get ourselves a throw in anyway. Let's remain positive. Because as I said, this is by no means done yet. Ali's ball out wide towards Sterling. Sterling again picks us out here. Back heel towards Raheem Sterling! It is England 1, Italy 1. And we were not behind for long. No worries whatsoever. Don't know what I was even saying earlier on about Italy. Sat behind the ball. We might struggle to break them down because since that goal going in, yes, they've been sat behind the ball, but we've had so much possession. And 1-2 with Raheem Sterling as he fires it home at the near post. Both goalkeepers not covering themselves in the most glory entirely. Donnarumma beating his near post now, much like Pickford was. But it's game back on. Tonali over the top ball, looking for the run of Chiesa, and he's going to get there as well. And Federico Chiesa tests Pickford, and this time he was up to the challenge. Moise Kean's back heel towards Tonali, and there is the half-time whistle. It is 1-1 at the break, and it's been a fairly even game so far. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing what the second half has in store for us. But of course, we want to be going through to the semi-finals of the European Championships. But this Italy side is proving to be quite the test. Free kick to Italy deep in their own half. Regani gets play back underway, but that is the full-time whistle, which means we go to extra time. I have to say, in the second half, both teams unable to really create much. Seemed like we were just settling for the extra time. Are we heading towards another penalty shootout in the series? Jadon Sancho, exceptional control to keep that in play. The header out from Italy is not fantastic. We've worked our way into the penalty area. We need somebody in there to aim at, though. It's all the way across towards Ben Chilwell. He's back in the box again as we try and head it down, looking for Harry Kane. And that is the chance gone. A minute until the half-time period and extra time as Kane is in possession. Back towards Mount, who's tried to feed the ball over the top for us to chase. 15 minutes away from penalty kicks. We were able to find a goal for Manchester United recently in extra time in that Europa League final last time out. We've got to do it again if we want to send England to the semi-finals of the Euros. Sancho in possession, and there it is. Penalty kicks to decide who advances through. It's the biggest penalty shootout we've been a part of in our career so far. Will we take one? Find out momentarily. And here we go then. Mason Mount up first, and he puts it wide. Up for Italy is Orsolini. We know all about penalties, man. We always seem to miss them. As Raheem Sterling will go up next, and he's saved by Donnarumma. Patrick Catrone, no problems. Slot zone, bottom corner. Harry Kane, usually so good at penalties. I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. Zaniolo scores. Italy are through. Saved by Pickford. Sancho has to score. England, 3 penalties. Missed all 3. Jadon Sancho. I don't know what it is, ladies and gentlemen, about penalty kicks when I'm playing for the team. Didn't even take one in the shootout. We missed all 4. All 4 penalties. And 2 of the 4 were off target entirely. Our team and penalty kicks name a more iconic duo. Congratulations to Italy. Of course, they move forward. We'll see who won the European Championships because I've skipped all the way through. So the semi-finals, Portugal-Germany. It was Germany who advanced through. Italy once again taken to penalties. This time we're beaten by France 5-4. That's how you do a penalty shootout, ladies and gentlemen. And in the final, Germany came up with the win. 2-1 to win the European Championship. So congratulations to them, the eventual winners. For us, though, it's the quarter-final that we fall out in. And it's another penalty shootout to add to the collection of defeats. Honestly, man, I don't know what it is in my teams. They just never seem to be able to take penalties. I don't know why. But, of course, that brings today's video to a close. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, a like would be greatly appreciated. We will be back again now with another episode, hopefully tomorrow for you, in which we'll begin the new season here at Manchester United. There's Champions League football to look forward to. Of course, we'll fight again for the Premier League title this season up against our rivals, Manchester City, who are, of course, the holders. But until next time, have a great day. Have a great weekend. Weekend? What am I talking about? Week. And if you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you all again soon. Adios.